Enidine is about a 53-year-old company. We started back in 1966 manufacturing hydraulic energy absorption products. We're located in Orchard Park, New York, and we have about 112,000 square feet of manufacturing and office space.
We make energy absorption and vibration isolation components. The small bore series, it's used in a lot of automotive manufacturing. It could be in medical devices. It could be in a lot of different types of applications across the industrial spectrum. Automated packaging systems. There's a lot of different products for a lot of different applications in those markets.
We have a one-piece flow system in many of our industrial cells. The testing, the assembly, the wash, the packaging is all done right in the cell. For our standard OEM 1 product line, the first part we do is assemble the piston head. We seat a check ball into the piston head, replace it with a new ball, and then stake a retainer over it. Then we put a spring on the piston head. The springs come in various sizes. The piston head and coil spring are put into a shock tube. The shock tube is put into a cylinder. The bearing, the rod seal, and the O-rings are then put in. Then the unit is filled with hydraulic fluid. The hydraulic fluid that we use is biodegradable. It is tested. Once it passes test, the top is crimped so the unit cannot be taken apart. It is final inspected right in the cell, packaged, and sent to our stockroom.
From the large bore series, those are high impact type applications, lots of different markets, lots of different applications.
For our HDN product line, our bill of materials are usually 50 to 60 parts. Many parts are standard, but the stroke length parts are custom machined here right at Enidine. We custom make our piston rods, cut them to length and tap both ends. The piston rod controls the amount of stroke that the customer needs for their application. Our shock tubes are custom orificed here on CNC machines. The shock tube has several holes drilled in them. The size of the hole and the location of the hole are critical to the customer's application. As the piston rod and head are moving down the length of the shock tube, the holes control how fast that process happens. And our cylinders are cut to length and ported for our fill plugs and bladder plugs. For HDN assembly, the first process is we assemble and torque the piston head to the piston rod. That is then dropped into the shock tube. The next item to go on is the cylinder. Then we fill the unit with either hydraulic fluid or silicone fluid. The bearing retainer is then sub-assembled with the O-rings, rod wiper, and rod seal. The bearing is then installed and torqued to a drawing requirement. The unit is then fully tested and stroked on a stroking fixture. It is then custom painted right here at Enidine. We have a sandblaster, a paint booth, and an oven that can handle up to a 6-foot shock absorber.
Motion Industries is our largest North American distributor of all of our products. We also utilize Motion Industries as a supplier. They have a lot of high value, high brand equity products. When you need something in the factory and you need it quickly, Motion Industries is the place to go to get that.